Finland, a country known for its thousands of beautiful lakes, has more surprises than you might think. Beyond the stunning landscapes and the magical midnight sun, Finland is full of unique traditions and unexpected quirks. Get ready to discover 40 shocking things about Finland that will leave you amazed. Number 1. Finnish women embrace sauna culture, often naked. In Finland, sauna culture is a tradition that is fascinating and somewhat surprising to many foreigners. It is not just any sauna tradition. It is a ritual deeply ingrained in the everyday routines of Finns, particularly women. Finnish women frequently participate in this custom without clothing, even in situations where both men and women are present. In the eyes of Finns, the sauna holds more significance than just being a place to relax. It is almost seen as holy. It is a place where individuals go to purify their bodies and minds, to escape from the regular pressures of life, and to establish deeper connections with themselves and those around them. In the sauna, social barriers dissolve, and nudity is viewed as a natural occurrence rather than something to feel embarrassed about. It is believed that in Finland, there are approximately 2 million saunas for a population of slightly more than 5.5 million individuals. This means there is almost one sauna for every 2 to 3 individuals. Since saunas play a significant role in daily life, it is not surprising that nudity is considered normal in these environments. There is no shame, no discomfort, only a mutual recognition that this is a moment for calmness and simplicity. What is the reason for the nudity? To Finns, wearing clothes in the sauna is as nonsensical as wearing shoes to bed. Clothing retains body heat and perspiration, leading to discomfort. On the contrary, when one is nude, it enables the skin to breathe and the body to fully feel the sauna's warmth. It's more about feeling at ease and being genuine, rather than trying to make a bold declaration. This entails Finnish women embracing their authentic selves in a liberating and empowering manner. In the sauna, whether with friends, family, or strangers, the emphasis is on the experience rather than on looks. It is a custom that has been handed down for generations, reflecting the Finnish principles. Number 2. The wife-carrying tradition. Were you aware that Finland is home to one of the world's most unique sports? The activity is known as yukonkanto, or wife-carrying. This peculiar custom may appear to be simply enjoyable. However, it holds significant historical origins and is widely practiced worldwide. What is wife-carrying all about? Male participants in this activity navigate a difficult obstacle course with their female teammates. The track measures approximately 253.5 meters and includes obstacles such as hurdles, sand pits, and a water feature. What stands out the most? The Estonian carry involves the woman hanging upside down on the man's back, with her legs around his shoulders and her arms holding his waist. This technique is not only for demonstration, it has been demonstrated to be the most effective for both speed and balance. The roots of wife-carrying can be traced back to a somewhat controversial tradition in Finnish history. It is thought to originate in the 1800s, associated with the myth of Herkko Rosvo Ronkainen, a famous thief. He and his gang would plunder villages and physically abduct women to be their wives. Although the tradition has changed over time to become more agreeable and jocular, it remains a captivating reflection of Finland's history. Every year, the wife-carrying World Championships take place in Sonkajärvi, Finland, attracting participants from across the globe. The event's popularity has increased to the point where there are now preliminary rounds held in countries such as the United States, Australia, and Japan. What is the reward? The amount of beer that the wife weighs, as well as the opportunity to boast on a worldwide scale. Even though it is funny and strange, the sport requires significant skill, strength, and strategy. Couples undergo intense training to perfect their technique, and the quickest ones usually finish the course in slightly over a minute. Number 3. World's happiest country. One wouldn't anticipate the happiest place on Earth to be a country renowned for its cold winters and extended nights. Finland is always at the top of the rankings for the happiest country in the world. What is it that causes Finland to be so joyous? Finland's high standard of living is not solely based on money. It concerns the way in which Finns carry out their lifestyles. Social support is significant in this context. Most people believe they have a support system in place during difficult times, fostering a powerful feeling of unity within the community. Health and the length of life are also significant factors. Finns enjoy one of the top healthcare systems globally and focus on wellness through various outdoor activities and a harmonious way of living. Even in the chilliest months, individuals will still be seen enjoying the outdoors, participating in activities such as skiing, ice swimming, or simply admiring the stunning snowy views. However, freedom could be the most crucial aspect. In Finland, individuals have the freedom to decide how they want to live their lives. In their careers, relationships, or daily tasks, individuals experience a feeling of independence that enhances their overall well-being. It's a location where individuals have confidence in one another and their government, where education is excellent and complementary, and where fairness is a fundamental aspect of society. This mix of elements, solid social support, top-notch healthcare, freedom, and trust, forms a great formula for happiness that is difficult to surpass. Number 4. Finland's sisu spirit. Finland is recognized for its stunning natural scenery, top-notch education, and cutting-edge technology. Yet there is an even deeper aspect that characterizes the Finnish identity. It is known as sisu. Currently, sisu goes beyond being just a term. It is an idea, a lifestyle deeply ingrained in Finnish culture. Sisu represents determination, toughness, and the strong determination to overcome even the most difficult obstacles. It is the type of mindset that motivates individuals to persist even after reaching their breaking point. Throughout history, sisu has been crucial for Finland's ability to thrive and prosper. For instance, consider the Winter War of 1939. Despite the outnumbering by Soviet forces, the Finnish soldiers maintained their position with a strong determination driven by sisu. Even though they were aware that the chances of success were slim, they continued to battle, proving that sisu is not about being fearless or devoid of weaknesses. It's about pushing ahead despite them. However, sisu goes beyond simply making it through battles. It is also observed in daily life. Picture experiencing some of the most severe winters globally, with temperatures plummeting to -30 degrees Celsius. For most people, this situation would be intolerable, but for the Finns, it's simply another display of sisu. They not only survive in these conditions, they flourish in them, welcoming the cold through activities such as ice swimming and cross-country skiing. In contemporary Finland, sisu remains a central factor in the nation's accomplishments. Finland is continuously recognized as a top performer in worldwide education systems and is also a pioneer in innovation. These achievements are not only the result of effective policies or resources, but also demonstrate the determination of the sisu mentality. The willingness to break limits, to create and teach, even in the face of daunting obstacles, is what sets Finland apart. Number 5. Highest concentration of heavy metal bands. Are you aware that Finland has the highest concentration of heavy metal bands in the world? Indeed, it is true that this nation, with a population of 5.5 million, hosts over 3,000 heavy metal bands. That equals more than 50 bands per 100,000 individuals. However, this is not just an interesting fact. It mirrors Finland's strong bond with metal music. In Finland, heavy metal is not limited to underground clubs or rebellious teenagers. It is popular. Metal music can be heard on the radio, in advertisements, and also at educational institutions. Indeed, you heard correctly. A few schools in Finland have incorporated metal music into their lesson plans, educating students on how to both enjoy the genre and create their own music. What makes metal music so popular in Finland? Some attribute it to the nation's gloomy, chilly winters, which provide the ideal setting for the fierce and potent sound of heavy metal. Groups such as Nightwish, Children of Bodom, and Him have not only gained popularity in their own country, but have also become internationally renowned, sharing Finnish metal culture worldwide. This love for metal goes beyond just the music. It concerns one's sense of self. Being a metalhead is a fundamental aspect of identity for a lot of Finns. Events such as Tuska Open Air Metal Festival in Helsinki annually draw in numerous fans worldwide, transforming the city into a hub for metal lovers. Number 6. Right to roam freely. Are you aware that in Finland, you are legally allowed to freely access almost any land, regardless of ownership? The amazing freedom is known as every man's right, or jokamiehen oikeus in Finnish. It's more than just a custom. It is officially protected by Finnish legislation. This implies that you are able to trek, camp, gather wild berries, and search for mushrooms in almost every region of the country. You can freely explore dense forests, serene lake shores, or private land without requiring any permission. You can freely appreciate Finland's natural beauty as long as you show respect to the environment and do not bother anyone. Picture yourself strolling through expansive pine forests or establishing a campsite next to a pristine lake without any concerns about trespassing. You are allowed to fish in Finland's lakes and rivers, but for some types of fishing, a permit may be necessary. What makes this particular right even more impressive is its ability to maintain a balance between freedom and accountability. Every man's right is ingrained in Finnish society, with a strong emphasis on reverence for nature. The Finns believe in the responsible treatment of the land, and as a result, they allow remarkable access to it. For example, approximately 75% of Finland is covered by forests, which are accessible to all for exploration. Not only do the locals benefit, but tourists are also encouraged to take advantage of these freedoms, turning Finland into a haven for outdoor lovers. However, do not assume that this privilege is granted without regulations. Although you are free to collect berries and mushrooms as much as you wish, it is not allowed to cut down trees or disturb the wildlife. When it comes to camping, it is necessary to move on after a few days to prevent harming the environment. Bonfires are permitted, but only in assigned zones and following safety guidelines. Number 7. Home to Santa Claus. Are you aware that Finland is actually where Santa Claus truly resides? Located in the center of Finnish Lapland, Rovaniemi is known as the birthplace of Santa Claus. This is not simply a seasonal legend. It is a constant truth throughout the year. Each year, Santa Claus himself is visited by thousands of travelers from around the globe in Rovaniemi. And they don't only arrive in the Christmas season. Rovaniemi acknowledges the enchantment of Christmas every day of the year. At Santa Claus Village, visitors, both young and old, can stop by Santa's office to share their Christmas wishes with him. Santa's post office is considered one of the most captivating locations in Rovaniemi. This is where Santa gets mail from kids worldwide, more than 500,000 annually. The letters originate from over 200 countries, all directed to Santa Claus, Rovaniemi, Finland. Santa's little helpers thoroughly read and answer these letters, preserving the festive magic for children all around the world. Santa is not the only reason to visit Rovaniemi. Guests have the opportunity to enjoy a unique winter wonderland experience that includes activities such as reindeer sleigh rides, husky safaris, and the chance to see the stunning northern lights. It is a place where the spirit of Christmas is not only celebrated on one day, but is a lifestyle. Number 8. Incredible motorsport success. Finland, a nation known for its vast forests and thousands of lakes, has earned an incredible reputation in the world of motorsport. Despite having a population of just over 5.5 million, Finland has produced an astounding number of motorsport champions. This small Nordic country has become a giant on the global stage, particularly in Formula 1 and rally racing. Let's start with Formula 1. Finland has given the world 3 F1 world champions. Keke Rosberg became the first Finnish F1 champion in 1982, followed by Mika Häkkinen, who won back-to-back titles in 1998 and 1999. Then there's Kimi Räikkönen, known as the Iceman, who clinched the title in 2007. These drivers are celebrated not just for their wins, but for their calm, focused, and fearless driving style. Something that seems almost synonymous with being Finnish. But Finland's dominance doesn't stop at Formula 1. The country has an even more impressive track record in rally racing. The World Rally Championship, WRC, has been dominated by Finnish drivers for decades. Names like Juha Kankkunen, Tommi Mäkinen, and Markus Grönholm are legends in the sport, each having won multiple WRC titles. In fact, Finland has produced more WRC champions than any other country, a testament to its deep connection with the sport. So, what drives this success? A lot of it comes down to Finland's unique environment. The country's rugged terrain, with its icy roads and gravel tracks, provides the perfect natural training ground. Young Finns often start driving in challenging conditions at an early age, honing skills that later translate into professional racing. It's common to hear stories of Finnish kids learning to handle cars on icy roads long before they can legally drive, giving them an early edge in motorsports. Moreover, Finland's motorsport culture is deeply rooted in the nation's identity. Events like the Finnish Grand Prix and Rally Finland draw huge crowds and inspire the next generation of drivers. The support for motorsport in Finland is unparalleled, with both government and private sectors investing heavily in the sport. Number 9. The church built inside a rock Tempeliaukio Church. Located in the center of Helsinki, the Tempeliaukio Church, also known as Rock Church, serves as a symbol of architectural creativity. This Lutheran church, carved into solid granite, is a perfect illustration of the seamless integration of nature and design. Built during the 1960s by Timo and Tuomo Suomalainen, architects, the Tempeliaukio Church is far from traditional. The most striking element of the church is its shiny copper dome. This dome is more than just an impressive design. It is upheld by strong reinforced concrete beams that guarantee stability and create a roomy, open interior. The original appearance of the church walls contributes to a rough and intense atmosphere. The interaction of light and shadow on the rock walls enhances the church's mystical allure. Indoors, the sound characteristics of the dense stone are exceptionally impressive. The church is in demand for concerts and performances due to its distinctive sound experience produced by natural echoes. The Tempeliaukio Church, attracting over 700 people, is not only a religious site, but also a popular attraction in Helsinki. The distinctive architecture draws interest from both architecture enthusiasts and inquisitive travelers globally. Number 10. The Koli National Park and the spiritual power of Ukko Koli. Koli National Park, located in the center of North Karelia, is a hidden treasure within Finland's natural scenery. Ukko Koli, a towering hill, stands out as the main attraction in the park, dominating the landscape with its majestic presence. This hill is not only an impressive geological feature, but also holds significant spiritual and natural beauty. Ukko Koli has been respected for ages, even predating the creation of Finland's national parks. Ancient Finns once believed this tall hill held sacred importance. It was viewed as a location where the gods lived, and ceremonies were performed there to guarantee safety and plentiful crops. The term Ukko designates the Finnish mythology deity Ukko, who is the god of the sky and thunder, emphasizing the sacred importance of the hill. The breathtaking views from Ukko Koli are truly amazing. From the peak, you can look out at Lake Pilinen, one of the biggest lakes in Finland, and the vast landscapes that extend in every direction. Many people, including Finland's most renowned composer Jean Sibelius, have been mesmerized by the beauty of this vista. Sibelius's compositions were inspired by the beauty of Koli's natural landscape, incorporating its essence into his music. Koli National Park not only offers stunning views, but also serves as a refuge for people in search of peace and creative stimulation. The park has a variety of walking paths, giving visitors the chance to get a close look at the peaceful scenery of the Finnish wilderness. The peaceful woods, rough cliffs, and calm lakes create a perfect place for introspection and renewal. Today, the spiritual heritage of Ukko Koli continues to exist. Individuals from diverse backgrounds come to this holy hill, not just to appreciate its stunning vistas, but also to engage with its deep historical and spiritual importance. The park is a popular destination for people seeking inspiration from its ancient atmosphere and beautiful surroundings. Number 11. Finland's freedom of silence. In Finland, silence is not just a mere pause but a fundamental cultural belief. Although some cultures may feel uncomfortable with periods of silence during conversation, Finns welcome it. For them, silence is more than just a break, but an indication of regard and consideration. This cultural mindset is so common that it is seen in Finnish sayings. One popular saying goes, "Silence is like gold, while talking is like silver." This expression emphasizes the importance of Finns valuing peaceful moments and considering them valuable. Think about the experience of a Finnish sauna. In Finland, saunas offer more than just relaxation. They provide a space to enjoy peace and solitude. Reflecting and relaxing in silence is a popular pastime for many individuals. This custom highlights the more widespread cultural value placed on quietness. The Finnish way of embracing silence also applies to their everyday communication. During conversations, Finns are at ease with silence and don't feel obligated to fill every moment with words. This may appear strange to people from chattier cultures, but for Finns, it is completely typical. It is how they demonstrate attentive listening and respect for the moment. In public areas, this same respect for quietness can be seen as well. Finnish public transport, libraries, and a few cafes all uphold a peaceful ambience, which aligns with the country's preference for a more subdued setting. Number 12. Extreme weather conditions. Are you aware that Finland boasts one of the most extreme weather records globally? In 1999, temperatures dropped drastically in Finland to a surprising minus 51.5 degrees Celsius, 60.7 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the lowest temperature ever documented in the nation, highlighting the severe and unyielding nature of Finnish winters. Surviving in such harsh cold conditions is a major challenge. The people of Finland have created distinctive methods to prosper in these circumstances. An example would be ice swimming, a traditional winter pastime, which may seem intimidating, but is a common practice in Finland. Finns face the frigid waters, convinced it enhances blood flow and enhances immunity. Apart from ice swimming, skiing is a popular winter activity. Finland boasts expansive snowy terrain, making it an ideal destination for winter sports enthusiasts. The nation holds many skiing competitions and upholds a broad system of cross-country paths that attract fans from all over the world. In spite of the harsh cold, Finland is more than just surviving the weather. It's about accepting it. Finns have adjusted their way of life to cope with these conditions, constructing homes built to endure severe winters and organizing communal events to embrace the snowy season. Number 12. The grim reality of seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Many residents of Finland face a hidden struggle during the country's lengthy, dark winters. Seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, is a severe condition that impacts a considerable number of individuals in Finland. As daylight diminishes and darkness dominates for extended periods, the absence of sunlight can greatly affect mental well-being. Characterized by symptoms resembling depression, SAD includes low mood, lethargy, and lack of interest in daily activities. In Finland, with the sun barely appearing above the horizon for up to 51 days in winter, these symptoms are particularly noticeable. Studies indicate that about 10% of Finnish people encounter SAD to a certain extent, while roughly 3% endure the most extreme manifestation, resulting in notable hindrances in their everyday activities. The effect of the condition is noticeable. In Finland's sunless months, there is a noticeable rise in mental health problems. Research shows that during this time, there is an increase in signs of depression and a higher number of suicides. In Finland, the high suicide rate, influenced by multiple factors, is largely attributed to the harsh winter conditions. Finland has put in place different strategies to address SAD. Light therapy, a common treatment, involves special lamps that imitate natural sunlight. A lot of individuals in Finland utilize bright light exposure as a strategy to deal with their symptoms. Furthermore, adhering to a healthy lifestyle through consistent exercise and a well-rounded diet is essential in reducing the impact of SAD. Number 13. Alcohol prohibition and bootlegging. In Finland, the beginning of the 1900s was characterized by a significant trial, banning alcohol. Between 1919 and 1932, the Finnish government banned the making, selling, and drinking of alcoholic drinks. This decision was motivated by a wish to enhance the well-being of society and lessen alcohol-related societal problems. However, the prohibition frequently leads to unforeseen outcomes, and Finland faced the same situation. The prohibition resulted in a rise in smuggling and unlawful distilleries. According to some calculations, an astonishing 85% of crimes at that time were linked to the illicit manufacturing and selling of alcohol. The illegal market for alcohol thrived, as individuals looked for ways to circumvent regulations. Organized crime delved deeply into this illegal trade, establishing covert operations nationwide. Criminals carried alcohol over country lines, while illicit distilleries appeared in isolated locations, making a variety of homemade spirits, ranging from simple moonshine to more complex beverages. Prohibition had a significant impact on Finnish society. The ban was difficult for the government to enforce, leading many Finns to find ways to evade the restrictions and causing organized crime to increase. The economic consequences were considerable too, with the state suffering a decline in tax income from alcohol sales and facing a substantial increase in enforcement expenses. In 1932, the Finnish government acknowledged that prohibition was ineffective and causing more issues than solutions. The ban was lifted, resulting in alcohol being legalized and a state monopoly being established for its sale. This action contributed to reducing the illegal trade of alcohol and enabled improved oversight and revenue collection through taxation. Number 14. A national day to celebrate failure. In Finland, celebrating failure is encouraged rather than keeping it hidden. Every year on October 13th, Finns gather for a special event called National Day of Failure. This day focuses on accepting and growing from failures, a departure from cultures that typically see failure in a negative light. The roots of this day can be linked to a 2010 effort by a Finnish firm named Fail Camp. The concept was to establish a gathering where individuals could freely disclose their errors and the knowledge gained from them, encouraging a mindset where failure is perceived as progress rather than a hindrance. People in Finland engage in different activities on this particular day. From workshops to social media campaigns, the emphasis is on addressing failures and the insights they offer. It is an opportunity for individuals to share their experiences of errors and obstacles, creating an environment of support that values the lessons learned from failures. The National Day of Failure has a noteworthy impact. It aids in diminishing the stigma linked to failure, especially in professional and educational environments. Finns are moving towards a culture where they value and promote taking risks and learning from setbacks by openly talking about failures. Number 15. Suicide rates in rural areas. Despite being famous for its high happiness rankings and beautiful nature, Finland is confronted with a harsh truth. Its suicide rates, particularly in rural areas, are some of the highest in Europe. Why does this happen in a nation that always ranks high on happiness surveys? Several important factors hold the answer. To begin with, isolation holds great importance. A large number of rural Finns reside in isolated regions with low populations. Physical isolation may result in social isolation, causing individuals to feel detached from their support systems. Isolation and limited socializing can worsen mental health problems, increasing individuals' susceptibility. Finland's extended and severe winters are also a significant contributing factor. In these months, sunlight may be limited, leading to changes in mood and energy levels. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD, a form of depression that happens during a particular season, is prevalent in these areas specifically. The prolonged absence of light and warmth can intensify emotions of despair and hopelessness. Limited access to mental health resources is also a concern in these remote areas. A lot of individuals in rural locations need to journey far to visit a mental health specialist, which can be expensive and time-consuming. The absence of availability results in untreated mental health problems, which in turn leads to heightened risks. Suicide rates in Finland's rural areas are approximately double those seen in urban areas. Recently, the suicide rate in rural regions has been approximately 20 per 100,000 individuals, while in urban areas it is about 10 per 100,000. This difference underscores the immediate requirement for enhanced mental health services and support structures in these sparsely populated areas. Number 16. The Finnish prison system. Finland's unique approach to incarceration makes its prison system stand out on a global scale. In contrast to numerous nations with harsh and punitive prisons, Finland's facilities prioritize rehabilitation. Prisoners reside in individual rooms instead of cramped cells. Every room comes furnished with a bed, a desk, and even a compact kitchen. This arrangement enables inmates to cook their own food, promoting a feeling of routine and accountability. However, there is more to it. Certain Finnish prisons have saunas, which are an important aspect of Finnish culture, providing inmates with a place to unwind and contemplate. The focus is not on punishing, but on readying prisoners for a successful return to society. Programs are customized to meet unique requirements, including academic classes and vocational development. This strategy has resulted in an exceptionally low rate of reoffending. Finland actually has a recidivism rate of approximately 30%, whereas some countries with harsher systems have rates exceeding 70%. Number 17. The Killer Frogs Myth. In the distant wetlands of Finland, there is a frightening legend of murderous frogs hiding in the dark waters. This spooky story implies that these frogs are not just poisonous, but also extremely hazardous. But before you begin to worry about amphibians, let's explore the truth behind this myth. Truthfully, the frogs in Finland pose no harm. The legend of the dangerous frog is mostly a scary tale used to warn kids about dangerous swamps. Finnish wildlife specialists have verified that the frogs in their country, including the common frog and the moor frog, are neither poisonous nor hostile. This legend probably started to prevent children from venturing into unsafe swamps with actual threats such as quicksand and hidden sinkholes, which present genuine dangers. Although these stories can ignite the imagination, Finland's frogs are harmless and common. Number 18. Räikkönen's Forest Scare. During the 1960s, Kimi Räikkönen, a Formula One legend from Finland, had a frightening encounter in the Finnish woods. Räikkönen, famous for his bold driving on the racetrack, reported witnessing strange lights and coming face to face with enigmatic beings in the thick forest. Later, he proposed that the meeting could have been a prank, but the narrative gained momentum. The tale of Räikkönen is capturing the interest of people in Finland. Some people think that his meeting could be connected to the mystical tales in Finnish folklore. Finland is known for its extensive, unspoiled forests that have been the subject of myths and enigmatic sightings for a long time. Certain residents believe that Kimi Räikkönen's past could be related to traditional Finnish faith in woodland entities or possibly visitors from outer space. Even though Räikkönen downplayed the occurrence, it still adds to Finland's collection of mysterious and unexplained events. Whether you see it as a creepy tale or a suggestion of something deeper, this narrative brings an element of the mystical to Finland's mysterious terrain. Number 19. The Åland Islands' Dark History. The tranquil Åland Islands in Finland conceal a dark history beneath their beautiful exterior. Previously, an ideal location for illegal activities such as smuggling and piracy, the Åland's secluded positioning made them well suited for such clandestine operations. Throughout the 18th and 19th centuries, the island's remote location attracted pirates who targeted merchant vessels sailing in the Baltic Sea. Lars Anderson, a pirate of great infamy, and his crew frequently utilized the islands as a hub for their plundering expeditions. Local stories tell of concealed riches hidden in the stony coast, a reminder of their history as pirates. However, piracy was not the sole negative event. Illegal trading thrived in this area, particularly throughout the Prohibition period in the United States. Illicit alcohol started using hidden paths across the Baltic Sea, making the Åland Islands a significant stop for smuggling. The island's advantageous position also led to them being used as leverage in geopolitical disputes. In the beginning of the 20th century, their significance resulted in global conflicts, and by the 1920s, the League of Nations stepped in to guarantee their disarmament. Currently, the Åland Islands are recognized for their independence and tranquil state, yet their past involvement in illegal activities and global conflicts adds an intriguing, more sinister dimension to their narrative. Number 20. Silent suicides. In Finland, there is a troubling occurrence referred to as quiet suicides. This term refers to a heartbreaking situation in which people withdraw from society before committing suicide, usually in secluded, thinly populated regions. This seclusion can make it very challenging for anyone to detect or get involved. Recent data shows that Finland has one of the highest suicide rates in Europe, with approximately 14.6 suicides per 100,000 individuals. Quiet self-inflicted deaths have a significant impact on this data. Because of the significant distances between houses and the severe winter weather, it is possible for individuals to vanish with no one noticing, and their deaths could be overlooked for an extended period of time. Finland's distinctive geography and weather significantly impact the solitude experienced by individuals who opt for this route. In certain regions, locating assistance can be extremely difficult due to the low population density of less than 20 individuals per square kilometer. The isolation that these people feel is worsened by the nation's lengthy, gloomy winters and restricted social engagements. Number 21. The hidden nuclear bunkers. Were you aware that Finland possesses a series of secretive nuclear shelters that are rarely visible to the public eye? In the Cold War era, Finland constructed more than 50,000 bunkers spread throughout the nation. These are not only artifacts from the past, they are currently being utilized. A lot of these bunkers are hidden skillfully under common structures, such as schools and office buildings. The Helsinki University Library, for example, contains a shelter capable of accommodating 600 individuals. These bunkers are built to endure nuclear explosions and can offer shelter for weeks thanks to their self-contained air filtration systems. For security reasons, the Finnish government has chosen to conceal the whereabouts of these bunkers to prevent them from being discovered by potential threats. This broad network demonstrates Finland's dedication to ensuring national security during periods of uncertainty. Finland's approach encompasses both military security and civil defense. They have incorporated these bunkers into the urban infrastructure in preparation for possible emergencies, making them convenient and easy to reach. Number 22. Finland's school system has no standardized tests. In education in Finland, a truly revolutionary change is taking place. Students do not take standardized tests until their high school final exams. Finnish schools prioritize collaborative learning, creativity, and critical thinking over tests. Since a young age, students are motivated to collaborate on assignments and investigate topics through practical experience. Educators have the flexibility to create their own curriculum and adjust teaching to suit their students' needs. This approach encourages a passion for learning instead of simply focusing on exam preparation. The outcomes are remarkable. Finland is consistently placed at the top of global education ranking lists. Finnish students are recognized for their excellent problem-solving abilities and high levels of involvement in their academic pursuits. Finnish students rank highly in reading, math, and science based on the PISA scores from the OECD, proving that their lack of standardized testing does not hinder their academic success. Number 23. The country that drinks the most coffee. Finland firmly holds the top spot in coffee consumption, as its inhabitants consume more coffee per person than any other country globally. The average Finn drinks approximately 12 kilograms, or 26.5 pounds, of coffee annually. That's almost double the average worldwide. Coffee in Finland serves as more than just a drink. It holds importance as a cultural foundation. A common part of the Finnish workday is the kahvitauko, which is a coffee break. These coffee breaks are not just a time for caffeine, but also an essential aspect of Finnish work culture, promoting socialization and increasing efficiency. Finns typically enjoy their coffee strong and without cream or sugar, often having multiple cups each day. The popularity of coffee is evident in the vast number of coffee shops and roasters found across the country. Number 24. Maternity packages for new mothers. In Finland, each new mother is given a special gift from the government known as the maternity package, also referred to as the baby box. This box is a full set of supplies for new parents, including baby clothing, bedding, and important items such as diapers and a thermometer. Surprisingly, the box can also be converted into a crib, combining functionality and saving space. This program began in the 1930s and has been a fundamental aspect of Finland's strategy for maternal and infant care. The goal is to guarantee that every family, no matter their financial circumstances, can obtain essential baby items. Throughout the years, this initiative has had a notable impact on decreasing the infant mortality rate in Finland, which is one of the lowest globally. Recently, the baby box has become a representation of Finland's dedication to child welfare. It is not just a bunch of items, it is a purposeful package created to aid new parents in the important initial months. Every box is thoughtfully put together with practical and comforting items, showcasing Finland's commitment to the health and happiness of mothers and their newborns. Number 25. The Frozen Castle of Kemi, the world's largest snow castle. Located in Kemi, Finland, the snow castle is a majestic winter wonderland, being the biggest snow fort in the world. Every year, this massive structure emerges from the snow, encompassing a remarkable 20,000 square meters, equivalent to around 215,000 square feet. Constructed solely from snow and ice, the snow castle is not just a chilly stronghold. The ice hotel offers distinctive accommodations made of ice, while the ice restaurant provides a cold, enchanting atmosphere for dining. The ice chapel at the snow castle is one of the most captivating aspects, serving as a magical location for couples to get married in a chilly atmosphere. The constantly evolving design of the snow castle adds to its remarkable nature. Every year during the winter season, artists and builders from various countries work together to construct a unique and impressive building. The castle is transformed into a mesmerizing fairy tale setting, with colorful lights adorning intricate designs, enchanting visitors. Number 26. The first country to make internet access a legal right. In 2010, Finland made history by being the initial nation to deem broadband internet access a legal entitlement for its populace. This courageous move was made to close the gap in digital access, making high-speed internet available to everyone, no matter where they are located. By the year 2015, Finland had reached near-total broadband coverage, with more than 90% of households having access to speeds of at least 1 megabit per second. This dedication to promoting digital inclusion not only improves education chances, but also spurs economic development and social interaction. Previously neglected by technological advancements, rural areas are now gaining access to a stable internet connection, which is helping to empower and support remote communities through telecommuting. Finland's choice demonstrates a progressive attitude towards technology and equality. It emphasizes the idea that having internet access is essential for fully engaging in modern society. This action has established a worldwide example, prompting other countries to contemplate comparable steps to guarantee that internet availability is acknowledged as a basic entitlement. Number 27. Finns are the world's biggest consumers of milk. Are you aware that Finns rank first worldwide in terms of drinking milk? Indeed, Finland is known for having the highest consumption of milk in the world. Each Finn typically drinks about 130 liters, or 34 gallons, of milk annually. That is an impressive fact, particularly when you think about Finland's cold weather. However, the significance of dairy in Finnish culture and diet goes beyond just the cold weather. Milk plays a crucial role in numerous classic recipes, such as velvety soups and filling casseroles. Finnish dairy farms have a reputation for maintaining premium quality standards and producing fresh, nutrient-dense milk, which is a daily favorite among Finns. The nation's affection for dairy goes beyond milk to include cheese, yogurt, and various dairy items. Number 28. The stunning underwater restaurant, Noka. Nestled in the center of the Porvoo archipelago in Finland is Noka, a unique restaurant. This incredible restaurant is partially underwater, providing customers with a captivating dining experience beneath the surface. While you eat, you can admire the stunning marine scenery through the panoramic glass windows. Noka's design blends perfectly with its surroundings, offering a prime location to admire the natural beauty of Finland's waters. The menu at the restaurant is made using fresh ingredients sourced locally, with a focus on seasonal dishes that showcase the area's diverse culinary history. From newly caught fish to foraged wild berries, every dish showcases the unique tastes of the region. The one-of-a-kind setting of the restaurant improves the dining experience and promotes sustainable practices. Noka reduces its environmental footprint and highlights Finnish cuisine by utilizing locally sourced ingredients. Number 29. Home of the world's largest icebreaker fleet. Finland possesses the biggest and most sophisticated icebreaker fleet on the planet. The fleet is essential for keeping Finnish ports accessible year-round due to its icy waters and prolonged severe winters. These strong ships are able to slice through ice that is as thick as 3 meters. Finland has more than 10 icebreakers in its fleet, all of which are equipped with state-of-the-art technology. For instance, the Sisu and Nordica are well known for their great strength and flexibility. What makes this fleet so significant? During the winter in Finland, approximately 30% of the sea routes can be frozen. Icebreakers help keep important trade routes open, benefiting both local and global businesses. The technology found in these ships is remarkable. Designed to withstand the most challenging conditions, they are equipped with reinforced hulls and dynamic positioning systems. The icebreakers are crucial in helping ships trapped in ice and provide essential assistance in Arctic research expeditions. Number 30. The old wooden town of Rauma. Rauma, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is notable for its remarkable conservation of historical landmarks. This Finnish treasure features one of the biggest and most well-maintained wooden towns in the world. In spite of their age and the continuous risk of fire, Rauma's medieval wooden structures have impressively endured the passage of time. Finland's stringent preservation laws play a significant role in protecting these historic buildings. Exploring Rauma's narrow cobblestone streets reveals colorful wooden houses, each adorned in bright traditional hues. Artisan workshops line these streets, with craftspeople working in the same way their ancestors did. The town's structure and design provide a unique and authentic view of Finland's architectural history. Number 31. Finnish drinking habits and alcoholism. In Finland, the contrast in drinking habits is evident. Finland, with one of the highest alcohol consumption rates in Europe, maintains strict regulations through its state-owned monopoly, Alko. This indicates that alcohol sales are regulated strictly, with the majority of alcoholic drinks sold exclusively at Alko stores. The typical Finn drinks around 12.5 liters of pure alcohol annually, a figure well above the worldwide average. However, Finland's view on alcohol is characterized by an intricate mixture of customary practices and rules. The act of being drunk in public is discouraged, with an important focus on drinking responsibly, which is partly shaped by expensive alcohol prices and restricted access. Alcohol dependency continues to be a significant concern, as approximately 10% of the Finnish population is dealing with issues related to alcohol, according to the Finnish Institute for Health and Welfare. This has resulted in many public health campaigns and discussions regarding the trade-off between regulating alcohol and preserving individual freedoms. In Finland, drinking is ingrained in the culture, but there is a continuous push to control its effect on society. Number 32. Finland's female-dominated parliament. Women are taking the lead in politics in Finland, where there is an impressive gender balance in the parliament. Were you aware that more than 40% of the Finnish parliament's members are female? That is one of the greatest proportions globally. This remarkable number showcases Finland's dedication to achieving gender equality. The Finnish parliament, also known as eduskunta, has emerged as a worldwide example for gender representation. Indeed, this equilibrium of genders has played a crucial role in influencing liberal regulations within the nation. An example is how Finland's commitment to gender equality is shown through its government's initiatives and laws, advancing equal opportunities in different areas. This statistic is more than just a number. It represents Finland's overarching principles of equality and diversity. Number 33. The surprising popularity of heavy metal among Finnish women. Finland leads the world in heavy metal, boasting the most bands per person. However, what is really astonishing is the way Finnish women have adopted this style. Actually, a proportion of women in Finland who are metal fans is about 30%, which is notably greater than the worldwide average. This dedication goes beyond simply listening. Finnish women are actively involved in the metal scene as both fans and musicians. The nation features many all-female metal groups like Nightwish and Arch Enemy, highlighting the skill and commitment of Finnish women in this field. Finnish women are not only going to metal concerts, they are also the main act. This degree of involvement questions conventional gender stereotypes and showcases a distinctive feature of Finnish society. Number 34. The midnight sun and polar night phenomena. In Finland, the daylight can be just as captivating as it is erratic. Let's explore the extraordinary occurrences of the midnight sun and the polar night. Initially, the midnight sun. During the summer, areas located above the Arctic Circle, such as Lapland in Finland, witness this remarkable occurrence. From the end of May to the middle of July, the sun can be seen 24 hours a day. This occurs due to the tilt of the Earth, resulting in the sun remaining visible above the horizon. Picture yourself taking a late-night stroll under the shining sun, or enjoying a never-ending sunlit midsummer celebration. It's a time of magic when days seamlessly transition into nights. On the flip side, Finland experiences the polar night, also referred to as Kamos, during the winter months. Between the end of November and the middle of January, regions located above the Arctic Circle experience a period of total darkness. For weeks on end, the sun remains below the horizon, casting a mere twilight glow. The prolonged darkness forms a dreamlike scenery, with the aurora borealis taking center stage in the nighttime sky. Picture a reality where the sun remains hidden, yet the sky is alive with vivid hues. Finland's high latitude causes the significant fluctuations in daylight hours. The effects become more pronounced as you travel further north. In Rovaniemi, the sun is visible 24 hours a day from early June to early July, and it stays hidden below the horizon from early December to early January. Number 35. Finland's contributions to mobile technology. Finland has had a revolutionary influence on mobile technology. Let's explore some of the most unexpected contributions from this country in Scandinavia. To start with, Finland is where Nokia, a brand that used to be synonymous with cell phones globally, originated. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Nokia dominated the worldwide mobile phone market due to its creative designs and strong construction. The Nokia 3210 and Nokia 3310 were revered models, representing the heyday of mobile phones due to their strong build and extended battery capacity. During its highest point, Nokia dominated more than 40% of the worldwide market, establishing the benchmark for cell phone technology through innovations such as SMS messaging and mobile gaming. However, Finland's impact extends beyond just hardware. The nation has also achieved significant progress in the field of mobile gaming. Rovio, the creator of the highly popular game Angry Birds, was established in Finland. Launched in 2009, Angry Birds skyrocketed to worldwide popularity, with over 4 billion downloads on different platforms. This game didn't just succeed, it transformed mobile gaming by introducing captivating physics-based gameplay and delightful characters. Next, we have Supercell, another strong player in the Finnish gaming industry. Established in 2010, Supercell rapidly gained a reputation for its games such as Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. For example, Clash of Clans had accrued more than 500 million downloads by 2018. These games brought fresh ideas to mobile gaming, like clan-based tactics and real-time multiplayer fights, raising the standards for mobile game creation. Number 36. Finland's ancient bear worship traditions. In Old Finland, bears were not only seen as animals, but also respected as divine creatures. The profound reverence for the bear stemmed from the idea that its strong spirit was intertwined with the woods. To celebrate this mindset, Finns participated in complex ceremonies, particularly following a bear hunt. The ceremonies were not just rituals, they were a type of worship. Prior to and following the hunt, the community would conduct different rituals to make sure they were blessed by the bear. This involved chanting, singing, and even dressing up in bear skins. These rituals were created to demonstrate respect and pacify the bear's spirit, believed to be essential for preserving equilibrium and peace in the environment. One of the most notable traditions was the bear dance, a ceremonial practice in which participants imitated the movements of bears as a way to show their reverence and appreciation. This included making offerings and saying prayers to ask for forgiveness and a safe journey for the bear's spirit back to the forest. The bear's bones and remains were respected greatly, often buried carefully, and given gifts as if it was an honored visitor. The bear continues to be a symbol of strength and protection in Finnish culture due to its deep-rooted traditions. The bear is commonly seen as a key character in Finnish folklore and mythology, showcasing its important role in history. The admiration for the bear showcases a strong bond between the Finnish population and their surroundings, demonstrating the lasting impact of traditional practices on contemporary society. Number 37. The eerie abandoned village of Närkes. Located in the distant Lapland area of Finland is a spooky and deserted village known as Närkes. In the mid-20th century, Närkes, which was once a prosperous community, became abandoned. What is the cause? The extreme isolation and harsh living conditions caused the residents to leave, creating a ghost town that remains completely unchanged. Strolling through Närkes nowadays resembles entering a distant history. The deteriorating structures in the village narrate tales of a thriving community that once existed. Abandoned wooden houses remain empty and silent, serving as a stark reminder of the harsh circumstances that led to their desertion. The structures are surrounded by overgrown vegetation, creating a palpable silence that adds to the haunting atmosphere of the village. The reputation of being one of Finland's most haunted places is what makes Närkes especially fascinating. Both residents and tourists have shared stories of strange events and sensations of being observed. This further heightens the village's already enigmatic charm. The remote location of Närkes serves as a clear example of the effects extreme environments can have on human settlements. The village's remote position in Lapland posed significant difficulties due to the lack of modern conveniences and services, making daily life very hard. The choice to leave Närkes was influenced by extreme weather and long distances to nearby populated areas. Today, Närkes serves as a powerful emblem of Finland's past and the challenges encountered by its first settlers. For those intrigued by the eerie or historical artifacts, Närkes provides a distinctive and chilling look into a past that was deserted yet remembered. Number 38. The mysterious underwater Stonehenge in Lake Saimaa. Below the calm surface of Lake Saimaa, Finland's biggest lake, rests a mysterious wonder that has intrigued scientists and fascinated the inquisitive, the renowned Finnish Stonehenge. The underwater rock formation, existing for thousands of years, showcases a collection of big stones placed in a circular layout. Found by divers in the early 2000s, these underwater rocks have generated a lot of curiosity. It is thought that they are leftovers from an ancient human community, or maybe a place for ceremonies. While the exact reason behind them is still unknown, various theories have been suggested. Some propose they might serve as an old calendar or ceremonial location, similar to Stonehenge in England. Radiocarbon dating of artifacts found nearby indicates that these stones might originate from the Mesolithic era, approximately 5,200 BC. This puts them in the category of the oldest human-made structures in the area. The exact positioning of the stones suggests that the ancient residents had advanced understanding of astronomy or seasonal patterns. In addition to their mystery, the Finnish Stonehenge is situated in a region that was not underwater when it was constructed. The area gradually became submerged as the land elevated and a lake emerged, keeping it preserved in its present condition. Delving into this underwater enigma provides a unique look into Finland's distant past and serves as a reminder of the abundant knowledge still waiting to be discovered in human history. Number 39. The Dark Side of Finland's Witch Trials. During the 17th century, Finland, similar to numerous European nations, experienced a surge of witch trials. However, there were some extremely disturbing aspects to Finland's witch trials. The trials mainly occurred in the Ostrobothnia region, famous for its severe and relentless winters. In contrast to many other locations, Finland's trials included both women and men who were accused of witchcraft. Finland stood out from other witch hunts by adopting a unique gender-inclusive approach, unlike the more traditional hunts that primarily targeted women. The water trial was one of the most troubling methods utilized to establish guilt. This is the process. Accused witches were tossed into a river or lake. If they were seen floating, it was thought that the water was refusing them, showing they were guilty. People who drowned were seen as blameless, yet frequently ending up underwater remained the fate for those unfortunate enough to sink. The reasoning was that water, being pristine, would repel the culpable and embrace the blameless. This experimental approach was harsh and imperfect, resulting in numerous unfortunate consequences. Evidence shows that approximately 100 individuals in Finland were executed as a result of the trials. Pinpointing the precise number is challenging because of incomplete historical records, but the effect was substantial. The trials caused entire communities to be seized by a feeling of fear and distrust. The Finnish witch trials concluded in the beginning of the 18th century, yet their impact serves as a clear warning of the perils of mass hysteria and the lengths societies can reach when influenced by fear and superstition. Number 40. The Island of Dark Secrets, Seli. Seli Island, nestled in the Turku archipelago of Finland, carries a chilling legacy that has shaped its dark reputation. This small island, now a serene and picturesque spot, was once a place of suffering and isolation. In the 1600s, Seli Island earned its grim nickname as a leper colony. Lepers, suffering from a debilitating and contagious disease, were banished here to live out their lives in total seclusion. Imagine being sent to a remote island, cut off from the world, with no hope of ever returning. This period marked the beginning of Seli's haunting history. The island's role as a leper colony ended in the 18th century, but its dark history was far from over. In the early 19th century, Seli was transformed into a mental asylum, specifically for women. This institution, officially known as the Seli Mental Asylum, was notorious for its harsh conditions. Many women were committed here indefinitely, often without a chance for release. The asylum's strict and often inhumane treatment methods contributed to the island's eerie reputation. Life on Seli Island was marked by isolation and despair. The harsh conditions and the endless cycle of suffering created an atmosphere ripe for ghost stories and legends. Local folklore speaks of restless spirits and eerie happenings, which are said to be remnants of the island's tragic past. Today, Seli Island is a peaceful tourist destination, but its dark history remains a haunting reminder of the past. The remnants of the leper colony and the old asylum buildings still stand, offering a glimpse into a time when isolation was a fate worse than death. If you visit Seli, you'll find a place with a beautiful landscape and a quiet ambience, but the shadow of its grim history lingers. The island stands as a poignant reminder of how history can cast a long shadow over even the most serene places. For those intrigued by history and the supernatural, Saley Island offers a compelling, if somber, destination. Its story is a powerful testament to the resilience of those who endured its dark days and a reminder of the human cost of isolation. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to subscribe for more shocking facts and intriguing tales from around the world.